Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Time. Welcome to For the Love of Pro Wrestling. This is my weekly video, and I've been thinking for about 3 or 4 days what this video should be about. And when we heard about the sad passing of the late great Bruno Sammartino, with my love for the history of this great sport, why don't we do a piece on Bruno? Before we get into it, if you guys want to see my written piece about Bruno, make sure you go to my blog at typhoonsthoughts.blogger.com. Now, Bruno Sammartino was born on October 6, 1935. Bruno Sammartino, what he's known for the most is his holding of the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, and his second reign, which he held for 11 years, 4,040 days, or across the 2 reigns. His longest reign was 2,803 days. He was known as the living legend. Bruno Sammartino was born in Italy. He resided in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where he died at the age of 82. Bruno Sammartino was Hulk Hogan before there was Hulk Hogan. He was Ric Flair before there was Ric Flair. This guy, I've always said, if you took the 3 guys that really made professional wrestling in the sport from the 40s to the 70s, Bruno is one of them. Bruno, Gorgeous George, and probably, Buddy Rogers would be the 3 guys I'd choose in that. Bruno Sammartino made his professional wrestling debut on December 17th, 1959, in a match where he won in 19 seconds. It happened in his first match, actually, in Madison Square Garden, was on January 2nd of 1960, where he defeated Bill Curry in 5 minutes. He would win his first World Heavyweight Championship in 1963, and he would hold it onto it to 1971. He would his second World Championship reign. He would win in 1973 and hold on into 1977. Bruno Sammartino, after his second reign ended, he toured the U.S. and the world. He wrestled then NWA World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race in a 1-hour draw in St. Louis. He also wrestled and defeated Blackjack Mulligan, Lord Alfred Hayes, Dick Murdoch, and the Crippler, the iconic Ray Stevens. Sammartino began serving as a color commentator for the WWF syndicated program, WWF Championship Wrestling, and WWF All-Star Wrestling. On January 22nd, 1980, his former student Larry Zbyszko turned on him in the World Wrestling Federation Championship Wrestling show, and this would be known as the big legend push. Larry Zbyszko was being taught by Bruno, and this would be Larry's big thing coming. Their feud culminated on August 9th, 1980, in front of 36,295 fans at Shea Stadium as the main event of the 1980s Showdown at Shea. They wrestled inside a steel cage. Hulk Hogan claimed that his match with Andre the Giant was the real reason of the huge draw of the Shea Stadium, but everybody as fans were more excited for Bruno against Zbyszko. Bruno Sammartino would be away from WWF for a long time. We would see him return in 1984. He would accompany his son to the ring at WrestleMania in 1985. A lot of backstage politics forced Bruno to leave. After leaving the WWF, he became an outspoken critic of the path on which Vince McMahon has taken professional wrestling. He criticized the steroids and the vulgar, risky storylines that the WWF would do, aka the Attitude Era. Bruno Sammartino did not like that era so much. Sammartino would work as a commentator for the UWF on October 20th, 1989. He made a special appearance at the NWA pay-per-view event Halloween Havoc, where he was the special referee in the Thunderdome cage match, which featured Ric Flair and Sting against Terry Funk and the Great Muta. He would have worked several WCW events as a minor analyst role in the early 1990s, as well as a brief run doing color commentary with good old JR on Saturday night in 1992. He also acted as a special guest referee in World Championship Wrestling for a series of matches between Flair and Randy Savage in June of 1996. In 2006, he signed an independent deal with Jakks Pacific to produce an action figure, which now is part of the WWE Classic Superstars line, Series 10. On March 25th, 2010, he was honored at the 74th Annual Dapper Dan Dinner. It's a popular awards and charity fundraising event in Pittsburgh with a Lifetime Achievement Award. In 2013, Bruno Sammartino got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame after declining offers in previous years. He was inducted by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He had his first appearance on Raw in his hometown in Pittsburgh of March 28th, 2015. He would induct, where he's supposed to go into the WWE Hall of Fame. Bruno Sammartino was married to his wife Carol from 1959 until his death in 2018. They had 3 sons together, David and his fraternal twins, Danny and Daryl. They are also grandparents of 4 grandchildren. He and his wife lived in Ross Township, Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh from 1965 on. In 1998, he said he had been estranged from David since retiring from wrestling against David's wishes for a tag team. Sammartino underwent heart surgery in 2011. He died April 18, 2018 at the age of 82 after being hospitalized for 2 months. WWE honored his legacy on April 23rd in St. Louis. Bruno Sammartino is arguably the best professional wrestling talent to ever come out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Bruno Sammartino is going to be remembered for a lot of things. You know, he was known as the Italian strongman, the Italian Superman. He was the living legend. They called him one of the strongest men in the world. He made the bear hug look good. Championships and accomplishments. In 2013, he was in the class for the International Sports Hall of Fame. He went in Maple Leaf Wrestling, won the NWA International Tag Team titles with Whipper Billy Watson. He also won the NWA United States Heavyweight title one time. He would also appear in NWA Hollywood, where he won the Los Angeles Battle Royal in 1972. PWI called him the most inspirational wrestler of the year in 1976. He was in the match of the year in 1972, which was the Battle Royal on January 14th in Los Angeles, California. He had the match of the year in 1975 versus Spurious Aaron, probably got that name wrong, and forgive me if I did, on March 17th in New York City. Also, won match of the year in 1976 versus Stan the Lariat Hansen on June 25th in Queens, New York. Also, another straight year, had a match of the year in 1977 versus Superstar Billy Graham, baby, on April 30th, Baltimore, Maryland. In 1980, his last match of the year versus Larry Sabisco at Showdown at Shea, the steel cage match. It is iconic. If you guys have never seen that program, you should try to watch as much as you can on YouTube. I don't know if it's on the network, but it might be. You should check it out. He was a 1981 Stanley Weston Award winner. He was a 1974 Wrestler of the Year. PWI ranked him number 200 of the top 500 single wrestlers of the PWI years in 2003. He was inducted in the class of 2002's Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. He was inducted in the 2008 class of the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance. He was a 2-time WWF International Tag Team Champion with Tony Marino and Dominic DeNucci. He was a one-time WWF United States Tag Team Champion with Spear Saran. He was a two-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2013. He was a one-time WWA World Tag Team Champion with Dick the Bruiser. He had the Feud of the Year in 1980. Was inducted into the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame class of 1996. Bruno Sammartino, we're going to miss you. And as a wrestling fan that has been following wrestling since the 90s, but has been learning about wrestling all the way from the 30s, professional wrestling was really improved by you and your contributions. And may you truly rest in peace. And we will all remember you for what you gave us. You guys, make sure you guys like on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. We have a new website coming in the following days. I hope you have a great evening, and you guys take care.